Hello everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, hello, welcome to the start of another weekend vlog. This weekend, I got a whole lot of nothing planned, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so tired. And it just hit me. It's like 8:45 at night. It's still nice out, it's still bright out, because it's June. And I'm just like, oh, it's finally Friday. Like, I feel like I'm deflated. Anyways, as I said, absolutely no plans this week. It is Father's Day on Sunday, so I guess we'll be doing something. I don't know what we're actually going to be doing. We'll find out. But other than just hanging out, I'm probably going to be playing, what's it called? Pillow and the Hollow Book, which I started yesterday on my Switch. It's a cutie little like find thing type of game. It's very cozy. Other than that, I will be reading different things because I feel like I'm behind in a lot of reading things. I have my Kobo with a bunch of arcs on it. If you saw my last weekend vlog, you'll know that I have a bunch of different things that I could be reading. I'm kind of feeling potentially the Chuck Tingle. I don't really know. But I also have a lot of books like on my physical TBR that I want to do. And I want to, not like right now, because right now I have like specific books that I want to read. But I want to kind of do, I've been inspired by the amount of people on TikTok right now that are doing like a TBR wheel type of video. And as a mood reader, that terrifies me, but also is like kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. It's an interesting kind of thing. It's like the new TBR jar, you know? I don't have the energy to put all 174 books that I have on my physical TBR into a wheel. I have them all on Storygraph. And as I just said, there's 174 of them. So what I could do, and what I'm planning on doing, is maybe like a random number generator to pick some. But as I just said, there are a number of books that I do want to read. So that's why I'm not going to start it like right now. Because I have a couple books that I'm like, I want to read that. Speaking of the ones I want to read, I would love to start A Song of Legends Lost by M.H. Allende. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this really big chunky fantasy. Like, this is definitely, I'm just so excited. And apparently it's queer. I've heard nothing about it, but apparently it's queer, which makes me very excited. So I have this. And this is also the special like Goldsboro edition. That is why it's shiny. I also have the pre-order that I picked up this past weekend, The Two Lives of Favored Fey, which is a standalone sci-fi that is a swashbuckling sapphic adventure. So I want to be in that. I want to be in this. I want to know. I want to know the things. And I love Megan E. O'Keefe's writing. I also did finish Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tooley 2 days ago, yesterday? I don't really remember. And I would like to keep going with this because I would love to know the feeling of being able to read a series all in one go again, or like actually stay consistent in reading the series. And these are pretty quick and easy, and they are romantic-y, so they're like inherently just readable as fuck, you know? I did enjoy Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tooley. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. Now you might say, Jen, you just said you enjoyed it, yet you only gave it 3.5 stars. Yes. That is because I use Cawpile, which is a rating system created by G from Book Roast, if you are unfamiliar. Cawpile stands for, or is a acronym, CAWPILE, for characters, atmosphere, writing, plot, intrigue, logic, and enjoyment. And it takes a rating out of 10 for all of those, and you calculate it all together, and there's a way that you get like a star rating out of it. I don't know exactly how the math works. I have a spreadsheet. So in my rating system, like that makes a lot of sense for me for this kind of a book because it's not doing anything groundbreaking. It's not doing anything crazy. And I noticed actually when I was reading this, like when I was actively starting this book, I was into it as hell. But then I put it down for a week and my friend's wedding happened. And then I went to go pick it up again. And I was like, I remember very little about this book. Oh no. But like once I started reading it again, I was like, oh, okay, this is where we are. My brain remembers, but it's not a memorable thing, right? These kinds of books, these romanticities that are very popular, just aren't books that stick with me so far. They have not been so far. I will not say that as an absolute, that I will never find a romantasy that does hit and sticks with me. But so far, not so much. But I did enjoy it. So we're going to go into the second one. And I have the third one as well. But I don't know when I'm going to start first. I really don't know. I don't know. I got so many options. But as of right now, I have just been scrolling on TikTok. I've just been scrolling on TikTok because it's Friday. My brain has no space for anything. I might actually pick up this today, maybe possibly because I don't have much brain space for anything super intense or heavy right now, and these are easy. These are really easy to read. I don't know. We'll find out. If I end up scrolling on TikTok for the rest of the night, who's to say? Or maybe I'll play some cozy game. But yeah, it has been a crazy couple, I would say crazy, like 3 weeks solid, with finishing my second round of edits on A Favored Fey, getting that to my friend, my kids' concerts, ending the piano year, my friend's bachelorette, and then my friend's wedding. Just, it's a lot, you know? So I'm really glad that this weekend has like just nothing going on. Truly, I'm so ready to just sit right here the whole time. I did also the other day pick up a mini stepper, which I did a workout on today. I walked for 30 minutes and my calves were on fire. So that's how I've been getting my movement in. Just because, you know, I many different kind of personal reasons, but it feels good to move a little bit. And it's so fucking smoky outside that like my lungs can't take it going for like long walks outside. So instead I'm inside. If it wasn't as smoky as it is, I would be outside, but today is bad. Half our province is on fire. So anyways, air conditioning kicked in. It knows I've been talking for too long. I need a sweet treat because I also think my period is starting today. So I'm crampy and gross, you know? And I've been in the mood of like, I want to eat everything. And I made a very filling, delicious dinner. Fuck, it was so fucking good. I'm starting to salivate at the thought of it again because it was just so tasty. So highly recommend, if you don't know what to make, just make a fuck ton of some sort of stir fry shit. Add chickpeas to it. The air conditioner just keeps like leveling up. It's telling me to shut up. Add chickpeas to it because it adds protein and or lentils as well. That'll like stretch how much you have of it and how much protein you're getting and all that kind of stuff. Add some veg. Do some delicious seasoning. Sometimes I do like a teriyaki seasoning or like more stir fry classic taste. Sometimes I do taco seasoning. It's fire. Anyways, my air conditioning is telling me to shut up, so I will chat to you guys later, but welcome to the vlog. Hello friends, happy Saturday. I am back from my adventures and I want to do a little try on. So got this cutie little random t-shirt. It's got a little guy on it. We love. And I also got these shorts, which are just fine. They have like that inside underwear thing, which I never like in shorts, but it's whatever. And even with that, you can see my other underwear. So it's like, they're just like chuck away shorts type of thing. I also got this skirt, which is lovely. It's not as long as I would want it to be, I don't think. Let's see. Just cause, oh no, that works. You can't really even see how long things are on me. So it's just to the knee, right about there. My dress is in the way, but kind of a nice, classier skirt. I also went and got my nails redone because the gel was bothering me. The gel was bothering me. So they had to take off the gel, which took like 40 minutes. It was being so ridiculous. And the lady was like, your nails are so soft. I'm like, yeah, they're just like that. And did a shellac on top, which we're back to our normal gel polish vibe. I also got this skirt, which I think is gonna be too big. Oh, no, actually that works fine. Wish it had pockets. Wish it had pockets, but this one hits midi length, which I like. Yes, I'm always on the hunt for like nice, airy, light, flowy skirts. We love it. So that one's a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I also got more shirts, or one more shirt anyways, which is just a normal t-shirt. And this is a Levi's. Just a nice regular t-shirt. Great for anything really. I think it needs to be stretched out a little bit. And the arm back area, which, there we go. Nice Levi's shirt. Yay for thrifting. So those are all the thrift finds I found today. And then I went, so we got 2 skirts, 2 shirts, and these. And then I went to Walmart just to grab a couple things, which Freya is now fully in the bag. Just got some of her crunchy food. So this thing right here, this is her. I got also a bigger coffee tumbler because I really wanted a nice coffee tumbler, because mine that I use now is a like double-walled like Shakespeare thing that I won with my friends. Please excuse the giant massive pile of clothes. And it's leaking, so I can't use it really anymore. But then I went to Reitman's and I picked up a matching set that is so soft, it's criminal. I love, so a nice little matching set. Will I ever go out in this? Probably not. This is for lounging. The arms are just long enough, which if you are a tall girl, you know that shit's hard to find. Granted, I'll probably do a little roll anyways, but oh, it's so soft. Oh my god, it's so soft. Oh my god. Yeah, a little matching situation we love. And then just a bunch of shit that I needed. So love that for me. Hi, sweetness. Did you decide that you want to test the cup? But yeah, that's the haul. I did also get books. I forgot about that, but only one to add to the TBR, and they were all very inexpensive. This one snuck its way into my hands. It wasn't even in the book area. It was just floating. It is a gorgeous copy of Adam Bede by George Eliot. This, I'm just flabbergasted. This is gorgeous. It wasn't even in the book area. Someone had put it down in like the stationery area, and I'm like, well, that's great, it's mine. For $6. Picked up this copy of The Princess Bride so that I have like a nice copy of The Princess Bride, because I really love this movie. Don't love the book, but like, hey, I gotta have it on my shelves as a fantasy reader. And then I picked up Cinda Williams Chima's first book in her 7 Realms series, because the way that I have been wishy-washy on reading a Cinda Williams Chima book for years, and this was the first one, and I've never seen the first one in a thrift store ever, so I had to. So picked this bad boy up. We love that. Little book haul. Now it is time to figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner. Hi. Hi, little cryptid. And I'm gonna sit back on my couch. But yeah, what a day. Had a nice little me day. Spent way too much money today, but you know what? Sometimes you just need to do that. Sometimes you just need to. So there we go. Yes. Hey, baby. I thought you were banging on my little counter again. But no, you're swimming in the sea of clothes that I really need to put away. You comfy there? Yeah. You're so cute. You're so cute. Look at you. is now much later. I have finished a book and I'm about to go to bed because it is 2 a.m. Because of course it is. Of course it is. But I decided to just power through The Two Lives of Faven Scythe today by Megan O'Keefe. And I swear to God, if this isn't, I know it says standalone on the back, but if we are not getting more books in this world with these characters, Megan O'Keefe, we're gonna have words. Because the way that ending set up so nicely for more books, like, there better be more fucking books. Oh my God. I really, really enjoyed this. I knew from like the second or third page, the way that the prose was hitting, I just knew I was gonna love this shit. And I really did. So much so that I immediately went, what? There's nothing out there, you goose. I immediately went and got 3 different colors of annotation things to match the blue, purple, and pink bisexual vibe of the cover. I know there's also green on it. It's fine. And I annotated the fuck out of this book. It was so much fun. I fucking loved this. There are, I don't know, I can't even form a sentence. It feels like there are things in here that are either inspired by or are just, I guess, coincidentally pulling on other sci-fi book concepts that I have read, yet I can't really name them because I can't remember them. Oh no, okay. I can tell you definitely The Stardust Grail by Yumi Kitase, her book with the What the Stardust Grail is. Similar kind of a thing going on in here with a focus on this alien life force that our character Faven Scythe is. Her kind of people, the Christ, have been slowly dwindling, and there have been no Christ shards created, i.e. no new Christs created in the past couple years. And so it's kind of like a dying breed, and there are also Christs, like the people of the Christ, going missing. At the beginning of this, Faven is trying to find out what's happening to them. And so she gets this opportunity to talk to somebody who knows, supposedly, information about this place called the Clutch, which is a cosmic graveyard, the Clutch, where if you read the back of the book, it says, the Black Celeste is a ghost story, a once legendary spaceship collecting dust in a cosmic graveyard known as the Clutch. Only famed pirate Bitter Amandine knows better, and she'll do anything to never go near it again, no matter the cost. As Faven is kind of getting, like, she's willingly walking into a trap, knowing it's a trap, just so that she can try and get information from this, like, con man pirate guy. Amandine, Bitter Amandine, she sees this happening, and she's like, the fuck? No. So she walks in, and she's all like, she's like a legendary pirate, like, her reputation precedes her, and she's so fucking great. In this, they meet, Faven and Bitter meet, and in this, like, weird, twisted, like, kidnap me because I want answers, they kind of just keep unraveling and coming together and then, like, going on this adventure. It's a little cuckoo bananas. And there's a lot of this that I had to, like, really focus to try and understand because I was confused as fuck for a lot of this. But it didn't feel like Gideon the Ninth level of confusion, because Gideon the Ninth is, like, usually what I go to as a comparison for something that is like, I'm so fucking confused as to what's happening, but I know I'm here for a ride and I will figure it out. It doesn't have the same feeling of confusion that Gideon has. This one is just a general, like, okay, I must use brain power to figure out what's going on. And I feel like I'm just, like, one step behind the whole way through, but in, like, a good way. I feel like that was a really terrible explanation of what's actually, like, going on here, but I had so much fun with this book. I did not want to put it down. I loved Faven and Adamantine, or whatever the fuck her name is. Amandine. Her name is not Adamantine. Amandine, new book girlfriend. Like, girly is so swashbuckling pirate will protect her crew at all costs. Oh, I love Amandine so much. Bitter Amandine, what a name. The tech in here is really cool because, like, oh god, fucking Megan E. O'Keefe's brain and the way that she knits together worlds and lore and myth and genuine like creation and like history of peoples into these stories, and like what is actually important, and everything that you need to know about these characters is important to the story. So every little bit of the backstories you learn is important to the story, and I think it is an absolute masterclass in writing a really fucking solid book in the way that she has done it in this. I really fucking liked this. Is it a full 5-star? I really don't know, because it this is definitely up there with some of my favorite sci-fis, but I don't think it beats out The Blighted Stars. I think The Blighted Stars is still just a touch better because, like, I really like the banter in The Blighted Stars. I really like the relationship in The Blighted Stars. I did like it in here. I just wish there was more, just a little more of that, like, Megan E. O'Keefe banter we get from The Blighted Stars with Tarquin and Naira. I wish we had a little bit of that, but this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this, and I don't want this to be the last book, even though it says it's a fucking standalone. I really hope Megan can write more books in this world because it's so cool. And, like, the last line of this book is just, like, it's a perfect segue into a sequel, a standalone companion sequel, in my opinion. This was great. This was genuinely great. Yeah, I think I would recommend this if you liked the Stardust Grail, but wanted something with more concrete action, because the Stardust Grail to me feels quite Becky Chambers-esque with more action. Becky Chambers meets, like, Indiana Jones, but this one has the flavor of that, like a little bit of that quest to find something to go somewhere in particular. I know that is what a lot of sci-fis are and I'm explaining this really poorly, but like I can't quite wrap my mind around what this is exactly, other than like boiling it. When I boil it down to too small to like try and tell you what it's about, it feels wrong. So you just need to go read it, because it is a standalone sci-fi. So it's not like you're committing to a huge thing, and it is just a kiss over 300 pages. It is 313 pages, okay? And Megan, we better be getting another fucking book, because I yelled at the end of this. Because it also feels like, I don't know, the end, the way that this end came about, I was shocked when it was the epilogue. I was actually shocked. Like, I literally wrote, already? Like, I was expecting a couple more chapters to like fully finish this. Intriguing. I need to reread this. That's what my brain is telling me. I need to reread this to really like get it all. But ooh, what a delightful choice on my part. Ooh. Anyways, did this today. Had a great time reading that. That was phenomenal. Not what I was expecting really, but it was, God, the flavor of this book feels so much exactly like a swashbuckling sapphic pirate in space adventure. Like, I don't know why I didn't clue in to the fact that it's pirates in space, but on the third page here, I literally wrote at the top, I was like, wait, is this about space pirates? Yeah, it's fucking about space pirates, Jen. Pass, Jen, did you read the fucking back? Okay, granted, they don't actually say the words pirates on the back. Oh, okay. One of the reviews on the back does. It's fine. But like the actual like blurb of this does not say anything about pirates. It just says swashbuckling sapphic adventure. So I should have put 2 and 2 together, but it is a space pirate adventure, and boy does it fucking feel like pirates, but in space. So it genuinely feels a little like, I don't want to say off-putting because that's not the right word for it, but every once in a while you get this feeling of like, there's fucking like gritty pirates. Like it feels like I was reading like the Winter Sea trilogy by H.M. Long, where it's like that flintlock, dark fantasy type of thing with pirates on the seas and there's guns and stuff like that. And then you remember that they're in spaceships and they have tech and it's this little like, oh yeah. Like it has that perfect flavor of pirate in space. It's great. I fucking loved it. The atmosphere of this, 10 out of 10. Loved it so much. The writing in this, fucking gorgeous, okay? The first chapter sent me to my knees with some of these lines, okay? The first line, Faven Scythe was told 2 lies on the day her mother's organs finished crystallizing. Okay? Cool. What the fuck? It's just gorgeous, okay? On the second page, her mother had become a star. Third page, a derelict ship called the Black Celeste was very real, but the stories that clung to it breathed mystery into its dead walls. Like, Ulana had gone into a ghost story and Faven couldn't even ask her why. Megan, please save some of the brilliance in these lines for the rest of us, because this just, it was so good. It was so good, okay? I really like this. I really like this. Okay, I really did. A violet-soaked nightmare of a moment. Red shifted, rushing closer. Megan. Megan, what the fuck? And it was especially like, because we have, it's dual POV. I'm just gonna keep talking about this book for a second. Because it's dual POV. We have Faven and Amandine. I can never say her name. I'm just gonna say Bitter. We have Faven and Bitter. I even listened to the audiobook and I can't pronounce Amandine. Is that right? Bitter Amandine? I don't know. We have Faven and Bitter. Because we have these 2 people who are very different in personality, like, sometimes I did get a little confused as to whose POV we were in because I was just reading it so quickly. But they're distinct, like, the actual, when you boil it down, the writing styles are quite different in each, or not quite different, but they're just different enough in each of the fucking chapters, in each of the point of view. And I think what confused me is because whenever you have 2 people of the exact same pronouns in scenes, shit gets muddy, and it's very easy to get muddy. And there's a lot of women in this book, which is just fucking phenomenal. And there's a couple men, of course, and then there's some non-binary folks, which is amazing. We love it. So queer. But as soon as you have like 2 people with very similar pronouns or the same pronouns in a scene, it gets really tricky to like keep them apart. So every once in a while I would find myself being like, what chapter are we in? Like, whose point of view are we in? But very clearly from the beginning, the stylistic beautiful prose of Faven's first chapter kind of pulls back in Amandine's first chapter. Even though it's still like Megan E. O'Keefe's beautiful writing, we have a lot more dialogue, we have a lot more action in Amandine's chapters, which makes so much more sense because she's a captain. She's a pirate captain of a ship. That speaks to her. Very fun. And like not an AI way, just in a like, she's not entirely sure if it's real or not, that she can feel the ship's emotions. And that's a whole thing. I really liked this book, if you guys couldn't tell. So, yay. I'm gonna sleep on it and throw it through Cop probably on Monday. But, yeah. Anyways, it's kind of humid in here. I gotta turn my fan away from my bathroom and stick it in here because it's warm. And I'm gonna go to bed. But, another book down. 4th book of June down. And it is officially, June 15th. So... well, technically June 14th because it is still Saturday in my head. Maybe I can get another one down. Oh, I don't think I updated you. Yesterday I ended up reading a little bit of the Songs of Legends Lost by M.H. Allende. I was struggling a little bit with that one. I'm only 160 some pages through, I think, which is like 20%, which is a little crazy. I love when a fantasy book is so chunky though. That makes me so happy. I'm struggling a little bit with that one because I don't know what it is about the writing, the actual prose of it. I don't know if it's the way that the audiobook narrator is treating the prose or if it is the actual prose. And I think it is just the actual prose. In some instances, the prose is incredibly choppy and it feels wrong because then we have like beautifully polished paragraphs after that, and then we just have like a list of sentences, and it's not my favorite writing style. It was taking me a bit to get into it, which is a little unfortunate because I was really hoping that one was gonna be like a new favorite because I did spend like $60 on that book because it's a special edition. But that's on me for being a dick and paying with my wallet before actually reading a book, but that's fine. I will get through that one as well. I will probably make more headway into it tomorrow. I feel like once I settle into it a little bit more, the writing style I can kind of ignore and just like get the story. There's also a lot of characters, which is another pet peeve of mine. In part 1, because I definitely have finished part 1, that we follow 2 characters. We follow Janao and Temi. In Temi's point of view, there are 4 other characters with T names. And then in Janao's point of view, there are 4 other characters or 5 other characters with J names. And I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to tell all these people apart? Because honestly, I cannot. I'm like, okay, you've just given me a list of tea names that are all like gently interesting because fantasy. I can't tell them apart. I don't know who's who. Like, I can only tell you that we are following Janelle and Timmy because those are our main characters. And now we're in part 2 and we're following 3 different people. We're following Janelle and then 2 new people, but all the names start with the same fucking letter. Don't do that when you're an author. It makes it so difficult to follow. I understand if there's like naming conventions in this world you're building, but in these naming conventions, that doesn't necessarily mean that you start every fucking name with the same letter. It just means that they might have a similar sound or a similar structure in the way they're built. I swear to God, there's like a Tunjai, there is a Temi, there's a Tunan, there's a Tuman. There's too many T's, and then there's too many J's, and it kind of makes sense gently because they're all siblings, like not like the T names are siblings or family members, and then like the J names are siblings. But like, come on, please don't name your characters all the same letter name. It makes it so difficult as readers to keep things separate. Because especially when you're in a fantasy with so many characters, I can't tell these people apart. They're just all T name. They're all J name. And it's just, so that is bothering me a little bit. But it's got an interesting magic system. I'm very intrigued by how it's being laid out so far with like soul magic and the mention of like, it's only the high bloods who can do this. And like invokers specifically who can do this, and then it's like in Temmie's point of view we're immediately being shown that's like, no, it doesn't have to be just high bloods. But I also don't trust the person that's in her head because I just don't. He's so suspicious. He's so suspicious. So anyways, I'll keep reading that one tomorrow. It's time to sleep. Pick this up. It was a banger. Like your harness? No, hey? She says, I'm not a big fan, but I am a big fan of this treat you have. Hey? You gonna come here? You gonna come here? Oh, you're walking nicely with it. Well, that's good. Oh, good girl. She should give me the treat, Mom. Oh, I got some on your nose. Sorry, baby. Good job. Good job. Look at you. You're such a cutie patootie. Yeah. Don't fall over. You're doing great. Look at you. Pretty girl. Oh, there we go. She says, Mom, I don't like this thing. Hi, sweetness. You're so cute. You're doing great. Give me a little num 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 treat for being such a good girl. Yeah, good job. Come here.
Like that on your chicken pizza?
Sure. Boop, boop, boop.
So impatient.
This is I yearn for the outside. So I'm sitting in bed on my phone. Turn this way to put my phone down. I think someone's come for you. Baby girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is too cute. sweetness. Did you figure out how to open my cupboard? Oh, a little investigation girly over here. Baby! I like that you're just standing there. That's great. What are you doing? Baby! Get your face out of there. Yeah. Can you close it for me? Can you close it for me? Come on. All the way. Or are you just gonna rub your face on it? Okay. That works too. Tiny weirdo. Yes. Sweetness. Hi. Ooh, this is right next to you. That's not good. A little sharp for the baby to touch. Come on out. Come on out. Come on, baby. Or is this your new spot that you're gonna just snooze? Right? Is this your new favorite spot? Hello, little lady. Come on, baby. Come on out. Or investigate more, I guess. I don't know. Are you trying to wreck everything in there? What's going on, baby? Snuggums. What are you doing? Hi. Look at this child of mine. You definitely make Mondays more interesting, sweet one. She's being such a goose today. Look at this thing. What are you doing there? On top of a shoebox. What are you doing? Hi, baby. What's up? What's up? You have a spring back there? Is that why you're loitering? No, no spring. You're just hanging out. Just hanging out. You bored? Oh, you bored? Hi, sweetness. I'm gonna go set up your playhouse. How's that? And she's on the top shelf now. She's an adventurer. She's an investigator. That tail. I don't know if you can see from this angle, but she's in the bowl. You having fun in the bowl? Oh, sweetness. I'm gonna have to watch that bowl now. Oh, you're such a goose. You're having too much fun. Hello everyone, happy Monday. I am here feeling a little sleepy, but hello. I just DNF'd an arc. I decided to try the Chuck Tingle today. His new novel of terror, as Goodreads says. Lucky day. I got 42% of the way through, and the last like 20% of what I was reading, the entire time I'm like, this is just not for me. I don't like where this is going. I don't like what the story is. It just is not for me. And so, unfortunately, I had to DNF it. But I was like interested enough to keep going for that 42% of the way, just to see if it got any better, because like, I gotta say, what a fucking opening. First of all, trigger warnings for biphobia and homophobia, because our main character's mom is the fucking worst. And like, it hit me in my chest as a bi human being, the way that the mom was handling the conversation of like this girl coming out to her mom, and then the entire world explodes right after, and it's like this bloodbath of chaos, and it felt so insane. I felt like I was going insane reading it. I think that's the point. And then it just kind of I don't know. It's just not my kind of book, I don't think. I really enjoyed Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle. Didn't like Camp Damascus, and I don't really like this one. So, I don't know if his writing style's for me, but anyways, one less arc to read. And it is like a surprisingly short book. I think it's 266 pages on my Kobo or something. So, decided to DNF that bad boy, which is totally fine. Totally fine. One less thing to read. Yesterday, I got to the 50, I don't know what that percentage is, 60% mark, something like that, of A Song of Legends Lost. I am on page, my bookmark just fell out of the book, page 345, and I am getting more and more used to the writing style. It's not as jarring for me anymore, which is good, and it's interesting. But like the most interesting part of this book for me was Temmie's point of view in the first part, and we haven't gotten her point of view in 2 parts of the book. We have, like, it's been at least 150 pages, if not more, where we have not heard from her story at all, and hers was the most interesting story to me. I don't know if we're gonna get her point of view at all now. I'm just like, where's my girl? So like, it's not bad, but it's kind of chalking up to be kind of like a 3.5 star book right now, unless it kind of pulls out all the stops and is absolutely insane by the end. But who's to say? Who is to say? I put on this sweater and now I feel like I love this matching set. It's very comfy, but like I'm immediately irritated by it for some fucking reason. I don't know, but this is why I own 8,000 other sweaters. Anyways, so yeah, that was my reading weekend. I haven't yet thrown The 2 Lies of Favored Fey through Compile, so I'm not sure what it is, but it's got to be like a 4 or 4.5 star. It was absolutely great. I did kind of come to the conclusion that it is not another 5-star book though, because I mentioned it in that really long clip where I was talking about it yesterday, that The Bladed Stars is my favorite book that Megan E. O'Keefe has written that I have read so far. It's so good, and that one only got 4.5 stars, which I'm beginning to question myself, because that one is like a favorite sci-fi book of mine. But so this one probably is a 4.5 star. But we'll see. I'll run it through Compile tomorrow, I guess. But yeah, read that. Read a good chunk of A Song of Legends Lost, and it's not a bad book. And then tonight just read 42% of an arc, and that one is going to be DNF'd, which is totally fine. We'll see what I end up getting up to next with my reading. We'll see. I was thinking of also just diving into the next Nisha J. Tooley because I need something easy to get through. So maybe that'll be next. But as for right now, I'm going to get back on my couch and just do nothing for the rest of the night, because it is almost 11. I got to edit this last clip of this vlog and get this up for you guys. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me this weekend. It was great, relaxing. Did have a good little balance of like doing things and not doing things. Got some reading done. Things are good. Anyways, my friends, I will catch you in another one very soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.